trying to make it right. 또 떠나는 날 깨진 유리 같은 마음 Oh my oh why.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome to the American Library Association vlog. It's happening. I'm crashing an event. Esty is giggling in the corner. No, I am not a librarian. I have an exhibitor pass. I'm here with a friend to help her this week while she's at the event doing some stuff. So I'm just here as a companion. And we were able to get me a $40 exhibitor ticket. So I will be on the floor and looking at things. Because why not? I was up at 3 a.m. So a little dead on the water, dead on our feet currently. And we're going to go to dinner in like an hour and eat and then come back to the hotel room and crash. Pretty sure we will be asleep before 10 o'clock. She's shaking her head, yes. But the big thing is I made it. The flight was great. I did finish Pot Shot on the flight, which will be in the Herkyed vlog. I'll talk about it there because I finished it. But that is the first book I've read. I need to figure out what else I'm reading. I have no idea. So I need to pick something tonight. So I read a little on my Kindle tonight and tomorrow morning. But that's where we're at. I am in Chicago here for this conference. I feel like hi, I'm here. I'm not one of you. I'm one of you in a different way. I also like books. And I tell people to sign up for the library. So, there's that. But yeah, we're here. We're going to do some stuff tomorrow around Chicago. We already, as you saw, did the Bean. We made sweatshirts at Made in Chicago, Sneakerhead University. Esty made a tote. I got to get you guys photos of her tote. But my sweatshirt came out really cute. I'm very happy about it. But yeah, we're here. We're hanging. We are in a very fancy hotel. I feel not fancy enough to be here, but also we're thriving. But yeah, all right, I'm going to go lay down until we have to leave in like 40 minutes. So I will check in with y'all later tonight when I read some more or do something.
But trust ain't easy anymore. No, don't waste my time no more. I'm all in or out the door. Make it right off from the start. I need it real, I need it loud. No halfway love, don't talk it out. Look me in the eyes, yeah, hold me so tight. Never let go and find a truth in disguise. I want to be heard. 이기적인 맘이다. Oh my oh why. 돌고 돌아. 언젠간 나도 오면 작은 사랑을 할 수 있을까. Trust ain't easy anymore. No, don't waste my time no more. I'm all in or out the door. Make it right off from the start. I need it real, I need it loud. No halfway love.
Hello. So today was an adventure. It was a great day. I had a very slow morning. I got some content ready. Esty had to go to the store and get some stuff, and I hung out here while she did that and got stuff ready. And then we went over to the Field Museum and did that and did the Pokemon exhibit, which I was so excited for. I will show you my merch haul at the end. I, of course, bought all the things. Not really. Actually, I only walked out of the Pokemon Museum with 3 items and 2 sweatshirts from the field. So I did pretty good for me. 2 because 1 is not for me. But I'm very, very excited about this. I want to say, as always, I love the Field Museum. It is one of my favorite museums to visit. Honestly, like all-time favorites. So getting to just spend an afternoon there again, I adored. I highly, highly recommend the Pokemon exhibit if you're a Pokemon fan. I think the way they integrated the fossils for that experience and real fossils was really fun and cool. Everything that was real had this like red marker that said like real world. And yeah, it was really, really cute. They were unfortunately out of the keychains because that was the one thing I wanted that they did not have. So who knows, maybe I'll make it back before it leaves in April. But either way, I was very, very, very happy overall. But yeah, I love the field. It's such a vibe in there. And I love Sue and I love all the dinosaur fossils and just everything in that museum I find just entrancing. I could spend a whole day, and I don't feel that way about every single museum I go to, but the field is one of the ones that I feel like I could just be here for a while. happily. So I haven't read anything else today. I'm gonna pick up a book here. Actually, I've read a little more of Stealing Iris, which I read in my try chapter. I'm gonna finish it because it's not very long, and I'm just curious enough that I want to see where it goes, which I discussed before. We haven't really had any reveals about what kind of mafia stuff he's involved in, but I'm working on that, and then I'm picking up my next read for Herkyed. So I won't talk about it extensively in this vlog, but I'll tell you I'm reading it when I decide which one. I think it's gonna be Asiru and the Amaru, which will count for 2 more prompts. And I have like an hour or less left in the mutual aid nonfiction as well. So I may read some of that here. But either way, I'm about to get myself together and walk down to Nando's because I'm going to try that for the first time. I've never had Nando's, the British chicken chain. But yeah, it's a 2-minute walk from my hotel. So I'm going to go pick that up for dinner. And then tonight we're going to the Comics After Hours event. And a bunch of the comic companies will be there. So I'm very, very excited. And I will update y'all when I get there about it. And we'll talk about that soon. Tomorrow we'll have convention time and stuff as well. Since I only have an exhibitor pass, I'm not getting to do as much today. And the exhibition hall doesn't open until tomorrow for me. So we'll go on that adventure together tomorrow. Anyways, I will talk to y'all soon. I need to go charge this camera.
Don't talk it out. I trust in love, I can't deny. Just wanna give it to the world, yeah. That's me right. And tell me sweet goodnight. I need it real. I need it loud. No halfway love. Don't talk it out. Don't talk it out.
Okay, yesterday was day 1 for me. I got a lot of books. We have a carry-on bag on the floor full of books. ALA is fascinating as a non-librarian. It is very calm compared to other events I've been to with ARC drops. There are some people ruining the vibes. Not me, but yeah, we're on to day 2 here. The biggest thing right now is I'm just hoping to get undone by Peyton Corinne today, and otherwise I really could care less. Almost. Like, I literally could wipe my entire schedule if I get that and come back to the room and go to sleep and be happy. But yeah, I went to all the publisher booths yesterday. Everybody was fan-freaking-tastic. Like, everybody was so nice. And all the people I was in line with were so nice. And I was just like, oh my god, hi, cool, this is great. I'll do like a little ALA haul at the end of this video when I get home with all my books. If I don't, well, yeah, I should have them if I ship even. ALA has been fantastic. I will get some video of the show floor today because it's chaos. So nice chaos, but it's calm chaos. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get coffee this morning and a little snack. And yeah, I'm going to go now so I can do that and we can get on the bus. I will talk to y'all soon. Standing, and then I was like, I really don't want to stand. So we're here. Same outfit as my reset because I need to close out the ALA vlog that I've not edited yet. I just know there's more B-roll and less footage overall than my usual vlogs, but I was also an industry event, right? Like, I was at the Librarian Association conference, so I just wasn't as like quick to whip my camera out and film as I normally am at a regular book event because there are people there for work, for professional development. And I was just there for the exhibits. So yeah, I did get an exhibitor pass. Mine was a discounted rate. I will let you know that. I got that through a friend's access So I only did the exhibitor hall. I had no access to panels or anything like that. I did see some posts on Threads about like some influencers hanging out by panels to like get ARCs, I guess. I don't know. I didn't do that. I don't know anything about it. Every book creator I met and librarian were absolutely fantastic and the sweetest. I had a great time. I met multiple current library school students. I met some, obviously I met active librarians. I met a few other content creators as well. They were all delightful and sweet and just fantastic. And I was like, and it wasn't a huge group of us there as influencers either. I will say that also. That was definitely like a small selection of people that knew about the event or were local to the area. I'm assuming I got tickets. But yeah, so I had access to that. It is massive. It is one of the biggest events I've ever been to as far as a conference goes. There were tons of booths, a large variety of books and authors and publishers. Like every big publisher was there. And also like Libby and Hoopla and who else was there? The Chicago Manual of Style, which I tagged one of my members in because they are in their PhD program. And I was like, look who's here to torture you. So, you know, how you cite stuff in a book or in a paper was there. Again, a variety of any and all things bookish services, book services, all that stuff. I had a great time though. I visited a ton of booths. I got a ton of tote bags. I feel like I was initiated into the bookish tote bag game because my goodness, do I have some good bookish tote bags. We'll look at those when I do a haul. But basically, I come to you to say this is not an event for everyone. This is not an event for us to flock to as people in the bookish space if we are not librarians. I don't think you can't attend it, but I do think there needs to be a level of awareness of what you're going to. This is not a like, OMG, I'm at, you know what I mean, type thing. I did see one of my favorite bookish librarian creators on the internet. I saw Meet Me in the Media Center, Jen Miller. I did not say hi, but I saw her and she was super sweet. She smiled at me and I smiled back. Like I just kind of did that. No photo, none of that. I was just stunned to see her in person. She seemed fantastic. I left with a lot of books. I did meet a lot of authors and we will talk about that in the haul. So that is the one question I have for y'all. Do you want, do we do a haul try chapter? A haul try chapter? Is that the plan? Or do I just do a haul when all my books come in? Because I did ship a lot of things home to Tennessee, which I will be back in by the time you're watching this. Pretty much. So I will not have them in until probably next, like after the 4th of July, obviously. So yeah, I'm staring down a lot of books to show up at my house here, which I'm excited for, but I'm also nervous because it kind of hit a thing where I was just getting handed things and I was like, okay, thank you. So it is what it is, but I definitely got a lot of books and a lot of tote bags and a lot of fun little swag items. I did get like a book journal from Libby with some cute stickers that I'm using for 75 booked. But yeah, I just think like my takeaway from ALA is that one, there were some really interesting panels I was sad I couldn't attend, and the few I could hear from like the stages in the exhibition floor were really, really engaging and interesting. I don't know that I would be like, yes, I will attend. I would attend another ALA if I went with one of my librarian friends. Let me put it that way right now. I don't know that I would like go out of my way in any capacity to attend ALA unless I was with a friend who was a librarian. That's kind of how I felt because I just felt like it was a little bit weird. I would feel weird to not also be there with someone who was a librarian personally. Not to say that you can't go if you aren't one or anything like that, but you know what I mean? Like it was one of the things where I was like, it was nice to be like, yeah, I do book content online, but like I'm here with a friend who is a librarian, which is why I'm here. So yeah, that was my caveat. I will say tickets are exorbitantly expensive. It is a wildly expensive conference. A lot of library systems do not make the money to attend it regularly or at all, which I think is sad that it is as expensive as it is. And it seems to rotate through a lot of middle of the country and like East Coast, and I've not seen a West Coast location, and I think every 3 years it's in Chicago. But I will say this, I was so thrilled to go to Chicago, my city, my favorite city. If I had to live in a city, I'm picking Chicago every time over and over. If you were like, you have to pick a city to live in, that is the only northern city I would live in, is Chicago. And you may be like, that's wild, but I grew up going to Illinois and going to Chicago my whole life. And part of that is there's a deep nostalgia for the city of Chicago and a deep love I have for the city. I went to high school for part of my high school in Chicagoland area. Like, I love Chicago. I'm a Bears fan. I'm a Cubs fan. Listen, if the White Sox are doing well, I'll even root for them, okay? Like, I am just a Chicago girl when it comes down to picking a city. Atlanta's close second. But if I was like, I had to pick like a major city, I would pick Chicago. I had a blast though. It was so fun. If the Pokemon exhibit moves museums in the States and you are able to go, I highly recommend it. It was beautiful weather. I was so happy for that. And yeah, I truly just had a blast. An absolute blast in Chicago. I'm so glad I went with my friend. We just had so much fun. Like, I overall had so much fun. Hence not vlogging, not reading a ton. A page here or there every day just to get my Kindle streak. Keep that. So there's that. Anyways, that's my ALA trip. Again, maybe a haul try chapter. Y'all let me know what you want in the comments. And I will be back in a few days with my June wrap up and my manga log and haul. So get excited for that. Let me know what anticipated releases you have for the last half of the year, because I got a ton of arcs for the last half of the year, which I don't know. We maybe, again, things I'm not interested in, maybe giveaways here. I'm not sure. So let me know what you're excited for the last half of 2026 here as we approach the midway point. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can leave me, I guess, a car emoji, because I'm going to be in the car here driving back to Tennessee. So you can do a car emoji for me. I will have links to anything I can link to. I don't think there's anything I need to link to, but who knows? I'll figure it out when I edit for y'all down there. And I will be back to talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for.